Hi, fifth graders. Today's topics we're gonna multiply mixed numbers by fractions, and then we're gonna start multiplying three mixed fractions, and then we're gonna do word problems consisting of multiplying mixed fractions, and then we're gonna divide unit fractions by a whole number. We're gonna get started with multiplying mixed fractions by fractions. So in order to do this, it's easier to get rid of the whole number. And in order to do that, we're gonna have to turn it into an improper fraction. So it's gonna be 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So and then your numerator is gonna become 7, and your denominator stays the same, so it's gonna be 7 over 2. And then we're gonna multiply it by the given fraction, which is 1/4. And then we just multiply it across. So 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 4 is 8. And your final answer would be 7/8. So for this one, it's easier to turn your mixed fraction into an improper fraction before multiplying. Now we're going to be multiplying three mixed fractions. I'm not really sure what these lines mean. I think they're just to help guide you. But in my case, I'm just going to kind of disregard them. So once again, it's easier to multiply mixed fractions when you turn them into improper fractions. So I'm going to do just that. So 4 and 6, I'm going to turn into improper fraction. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. And the denominator stays the same, so it's going to be staying as a 6. And then I'm going to multiply by the next one, which is 1 times 8 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9, so it's going to be 9 over 8. And then the next fraction, 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 1 is 22. So it'll be 22 over 7. So let's start multiplying the numerators out. It's going to be a while. So let's do 25 times 9, which is 40. 5 times 9 is 45. 18 plus 4 is 22. And now I'm going to multiply 225 divided 22. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Placeholder 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we add again. We add. So we do 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 5, 5. 4 plus 5, 9. 4 plus 0, 4. So our numerator would be 4950. Now let's find the denominators. 7 times 8 is 56, so let's do 56 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 3 is 336. So our fraction would be 336. And this can be simplified, and it could be turned into a mixed fraction. And it wants us to turn it into a mixed fraction, so let's do that first. So let's divide 336 into 4950. 336 can go into 495 only once, because I'm pretty sure 336 times 2 is going to be a bit too big. Let's try it out just in case though. 6 times 2 is 12, put in the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 3 times 2 is 6. And yeah, so 672 is way bigger than 495, so we're going to stick with 1. So it's going to be 495 minus 336. This 5 turns into a 15, and this 9 turns into an 8, and this 4 stays the same because 8 is greater than 3. 15 minus 6 is 9. 8 minus 3 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. And then I'm going to bring down the 0. So let's do 336 times, let's try 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Bring up the 2. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. Let's try one more, just in case. 336 times, let's say 5. 3 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. Bring up the 1. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. And it's way bigger than 1590, so we're going to stick with 4. And we get 1590 minus 1344. This 0 turns into a 10, and this 9 turns into an 8, and the 5 stays the same because 8 is greater than 4. So it's 10 minus 4 is 6, 8 minus 4 is 4, and 5 minus 3 is 2. So our mixed number would be 14 and 246 over 336. However, this fraction can be simplified further because they both end in 6. So we're going to take out, I think the biggest number you can take out is a 6. So let's do 6 divided by 336. I'm sorry, 246. 6 can go into 24 4 times. Minus 24 is 0. Bring down the 6. 6 can go into 6 once. 6 minus 6 is 0. So our mixed fraction will be 14 and 41 over 56. And we know that it's 56 because right here we did, where'd it go? I'm sorry, 56 times 6, we got 336 right here. So we know that it simplifies to 56. Now we're going to move on to the word problems. Number 4 says a plot of corn is 7.5 yards wide. It is 7 7/10 times as long as it is wide. How long is a plot of corn? So it says that we want to find the length of the plot of corn, and we're given the width, right? And how much bigger the length is. So in order to find the length, we're gonna have to multiply the given width by how much bigger the length is. So it's gonna be 7 1/2 times 7 7/10. Once again, let's turn it into improper fractions. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. So we 15 over 2 times 7 times 10 is 70. 7 plus 7 is 77 over 10. And then we'll multiply across. So the denominator will be 20. And then let's do 15 times 77. 5 times 7 is 35. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Let's put a placeholder value 0. Place value of 0. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. And then we're going to add, so it'll be 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. So our fraction would be 1155 over 20. But it wants it as a mixed number or whole number, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to divide 20 into 1155. And just by doing simple math, we know 20 times 5 is 100, so let's do 20 times 6. That gives us 120, and 120 is a bit bigger than 115, so we're going to stick with 5. So 115 minus 100 will be 15, right? And then bring down to 5. Let's do 20 times 7, that's 140. Let's go a little bit higher. 20 times 8, that's 160. That's a bit too high for 155, so we're going to stick with 7. So we get 155 minus 140. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. So our mixed number would be 57 and 15 over 20. However, we can simplify this even further and get 57 and take out 5 from each, so it'll be 3/4. But this is what's it called? This is a word problem, so we need to label it. So we have 57 and 3/4 yards long because we're looking for the length, right? And that'll be your answer. So make sure to label. Now let's do dividing fractions by whole numbers. So there's a rule to this. So it gives us, number 2 gives us 1/5 divided by 3, right? And just so you know, 3 is the same thing as 3 over 1. Now keep that in mind. So when we're doing this, the 1/5 stays the same. However, the two things that change are the sign and the whole number. So the sign goes from division to multiplication. And then this 3 over 1 is we're gonna multiply by its reciprocal, which is 1/3. and then you just multiply across. So it'll be 1 times 1, 1, 5 times 3, 15. So when you're multiplying fractions by whole numbers, make sure you keep your fraction the same, turn your division sign into a multiplication sign, and then find a reciprocal of your whole number, which is just probably going to be 1 over your whole number, and then just multiply across, and you should get your answer. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this video helped you guys